tasty recipe in the kitchen to bring in springtime, and we're joined by Sal Costa. He's the owner of Sal's Bakery and Cafe in Springfield. Happy spring, Sal.
Happy spring, Seth. How are you?
I'm well. I hope
good.
you had a good Easter weekend.
Yeah, it was a great Easter. How was yours?
Not too shabby, and now
Good.
we're kind of keeping it going. It's springtime. It's warmer out. Let's make some chicken.
Sounds good, yeah. I mean, this will be my first time here not making something Italian. I figure it's April Fool's Day, so
Yeah, exactly.
might as well keep the
Jokes
theme
on
going.
everybody. We're not doing Italian today.
So what we're making today is a pecan encrusted chicken over a spring mix salad with a homemade raspberry vinaigrette. So it's a really quick, easy thing to put together, believe it or not.
Because it's fancy the way you describe it.
It sounds fancy.
Yeah.
It is fancy, but it's wicked quick.
It's impressive.
So,
all right.
So what we'll do is we have some crushed up pecans here. Now the pecans, you can do walnuts, you can do hazelnuts, you can pretty much do any nut or a mixture of nuts that you want.
A mixture, because I would do almonds.
Almonds are nice. I like to do hazelnut once in a while. It's good
Not
too.
bad. I never eat raw hazelnuts.
Yeah, they're nice. Well, what you do is if they're raw, toast them for about 10-15 minutes in 350 in the oven. It's nice to do.
And you have to watch nuts though, because they go from ready to burnt in about 2 seconds.
Exactly. You don't want to do that. So you have some chopped up nuts. Then put about a half a cup or so of flour.
Okay.
About a half a cup of sugar. You can also use brown sugar if you want.
Really?
A little bit of salt.
Because my wife makes this baked chicken with panko crumbs,
Okay.
but she doesn't put any sugar in there.
A little sugar is nice because I want to kind of bring out the raspberry flavor in the vinaigrette. So kind of a sweet, salty balance there.
I love it. Honey, I
Then
hope you're watching.
A little bit of black pepper. And then my trick is a little cinnamon in it.
See, it's funny because cinnamon, sugar, these are dessert foods for me. I
Exactly.
never think about doing a rub with them or anything
Why not
like
have dessert for lunch, you know?
That's a very good point. Touche,
So
Sal.
kind of mix it together, and you can kind of do your own little thing. You want to put a little nutmeg in it or something like that, you can pretty much do anything you want. There's no rules to this. You want to whip up those 3 eggs, whisk them
I
up.
would love to. People tell me that the important part about whipping eggs is to get the air underneath them when you're
Yeah.
whipping them.
Yeah, for this one, what we're pretty much doing is kind of making a quick batter for it. You know, this is the same thing you do for like a chicken cutlet or eggplant parm, things like that.
Okay.
You flour it, then you put in an egg bath, and then you fry it.
Could you do an eggplant parm, something like this? With some,
That would be interesting.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, I don't know, eggplant and the sweetness, that would be an interesting thing. You can try it.
All right.
Let me know how it turns out.
If I do, I'll give you a call,
Cool.
Sal.
That's probably good right now. So I put some gloves on because you're dealing with salmonella.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to stay far away for
That's
that.
fine.
I'm terrified of salmonella for some reason.
So what you do, you have a nice thin chicken cutlet. You know, you can do it yourself. You can do strips, do more of a tender if you want. And then you just put it quickly in flour.
So flour first, then egg?
Yep. The flour helps the egg stick to the chicken.
Okay.
So that's why I do that.
Now, Sal, did you slice your chicken or did you pound your chicken?
Well, I got it. I'm fancy. I went to the butcher and just told him to slice it thin. But you can slice it, then I usually pound it. I put some wax paper on top, and on the bottom, pound it out, make it nice and thin.
If you're going to a supermarket, can you just ask the person to thin slice you some chicken
Absolutely.
breast?
Yeah, go to the butcher. You know, they're
didn't
usually
know
not
that.
doing a whole lot, so put them to work.
All right. Butchers, if you're watching,
Yeah,
sorry.
don't. Yeah, butchers are good people.
Yeah, there you
they
go.
have big knives. I don't want to mess with them.
Exactly.
My friend Santino is a butcher. I don't want to mess with
No,
him.
exactly. Santino, if you're watching, forget
Yeah.
Sal.
So then, just fry it up.
Now
Do
it
the
looks like
same thing.
canola oil to me.
Yeah, the kind of quick vegetable oil. You can do olive oil if you want to be a little healthier, but olive oil kind of burns at a different temperature.
That's the tricky part. You have to do it lower.
You have to do it lower,
Because
and
this
it
seems
takes a
pretty
little
high
longer.
right now. What do you have the pan on?
I had it on low, and I just put it on medium now. So you just kind of do that. Now this you can do as many as you want. I kind of have a recipe. You could probably do about 8 of them or so. I'm only going to do a few just for today.
Yeah.
Just to kind of bring together. And then you fry it for I'd say about 2-3 minutes on the first side, and about 2 minutes on the second side. But
All right.
if you want, what I always recommend is as it's frying, you take a knife after you flip it and cut it and look inside, make sure it's nice and cooked all
So that
white
you know.
all the way through.
That's the thing. Chicken's one of those things you don't mess with.
Exactly. And then after you fry it for about, like I said, 3 minutes, then 2 minutes, I put on a plate with some paper towel just to get absorb some of the oil.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit healthier.
I wish people at home could smell how good this smells. The cinnamon toasting up in this oil smells incredible.
Absolutely.
But if people want to go oil-free, you can always do this healthier. You can throw it in the oven,
You
right?
can throw it in the oven. You know, you could definitely do that. I saw some recipes for that. You can also, you know, get rid of the flour if you want. The flour binds it together, so if you're trying to be a little bit less for carbs, you can get rid of the flour. It's just going to not look as fancy, but that's fine.
Yeah, it's okay. I mean, as long if you're feeding if you're not trying to impress anyone,
Exactly.
it doesn't matter what it looks like.
So,
But the nice part is with this thin, you can almost flash fry it. Look at that.
exactly. See that?
This is probably like 30 seconds on each side.
You know, it cooks really quickly, and then don't forget, because of the sugar, it's going to caramelize nice and make a nice crispy crust on it.
Oh, that's true. I didn't think about that. Now, later, we're going to serve this with a little bit of a salad. We're going to make the dressing later, but tease everybody out there. What kind of salad are we making later?
We're making just a spring mix salad with some fresh raspberries.
Okay.
Then I'm going to do a honey Dijon homemade dressing, and I add a little bit of raspberry preserve to kind of bring out more of a raspberry flavor. You can do strawberry and instead of cut up strawberries and blueberries. Pretty much do anything you want with it. That's the versatility of this. Whatever fruits in season, add a little bit of that preserve to the honey Dijon. It's beautiful.
Well, that's a nice part. After this really nice weather we had over the weekend, I'm looking forward to recipes like this.
Great for Mother's Day. Impress your mom with this, you know?
She'll definitely be impressed if I make her this. Well, Sal, there's a couple pieces of chicken left.
Great.
I'll let you get cooking.
Awesome.
And we'll be back, though. So coming up, we're going to make that delicious dressing. But welcome back to Mass Appeal. We're joined by Sal Costa. We're back in the kitchen with him, and now we're making this delicious vinaigrette to go with this delicious chicken. Let's show this
Absolutely.
off.
Look at that. Yeah, we're just going to put the dressing together real quick. It's pretty simple. You know, it's all you got to do is about a half a cup of apple cider vinegar.
Okay, and that's really good for you, isn't it?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I mean,
Sounds good to me.
You're not a health expert.
I don't know.
I'll let you know. People have told me.
I know
that's
olive
healthy.
oil's good, so that's
It's
2/3 a cup of olive oil.
There we go. That's very good for you.
Honey must be good, you know.
Of course,
So,
yeah. It comes from bees.
Yeah, it comes from bees. They're healthy. They're always
Yeah.
They're always eating vegetables
yeah.
and flowers and
It's
stuff.
all the buzz these days. You've never seen a fat. You've
there
never
it
seen a
is.
fat bee.
No.
Sometimes
well, I have,
honeybees.
actually, the bumblebees. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're right.
And then some honey Dijon mustard.
Okay.
A quarter cup of that. Then to kind of bring in the raspberries, we're going to throw in 2 tablespoons of raspberry preserve.
Okay, is preserve a jam? I don't cook with a lot of preserves.
Yeah, preserves, they still have like the seeds and some of the skin and stuff like that. Jellies are filtered, so they're clear. You can see through jelly.
I get
So,
you.
oh, and then a little bit of salt,
There we go.
a little bit of pepper.
I'm gonna
And you
throw
want to whisk it together, or you want me to?
No, I'm going to
can do
prove
it, all
myself
right.
to you, Sal. Yeah.
One day you're gonna impress me.
One day I'll be your sous chef.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
pretty
look
good.
at this color.
Yeah,
Look at that. Wow.
it's coming out nice. While you're doing that, I'll chop up this last piece of chicken.
And now, for all the people at home who missed the earlier segment, shame on you. But moreover, tell people how you made this chicken.
Pretty much all it is quick flour, dusting, egg batter. Then it's chopped up nuts, pecans, cinnamon, sugar, and a little bit of salt, pepper, and flour mixed together.
And
then you fry it in some oil.
People can use any kind of nut that they want.
Absolutely.
And if people are watching their carbs, they can go without the flour. But the flour really helps everything to stick
Yeah,
on, right?
it binds it all together nicely. So then you get some nice spring mix. You can do romaine lettuce, whatever. I don't like iceberg. It's really not. It's just water.
And
So-
it's one of the least healthy kinds of lettuce.
Exactly. So put some nice spring mix down, some baby spinach, something like that. Throw it right down the chicken. You know, I got this last
Now,
piece
Sal,
right
if you were to
here.
get that at a restaurant, this is like a $16 plate easily.
Absolutely, $20.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. So then take some fresh raspberries, put them all around.
Oh, this is a spring salad if I've ever seen one.
Absolutely. You could put some blueberries, strawberries, things like that.
Whatever you have in the fridge.
Then once you have the vinaigrette, just pour it right
drizzle on top.
over it.
Okay, so one more time. We had Dijon mustard. We had a raspberry preserve,
Yep.
honey, apple cider vinegar, and a little bit of olive oil, right?
That's exactly it. A little salt and pepper to it, and that's pretty much it. Serve it just like that.
That looks like a delicious lunch. Sal, thank you so much for stopping by today.
Thank you, Seth.
Looks really good. I cannot wait.
Thank you.
And if you want to copy this recipe onto your recipe cards, it's very easy. All you have to do is visit mymassappeal.com later today.